G'day, this is a quick video about using Nix with the Roo Code, which is the open source coding agent. The key advantage of adding Nix to Roo Code is that there'll be very strong reproducibility. And for me, it means that I'll be able to do some development on Roo Code. So the agenda for this video is just a quick motivation, quick discussion on what is Nix, and then I'll just do some demos of the flake.nix that I've created that'll help build Roo Code. I won't be covering how to install Nix on other operating systems. I've got other videos on YouTube about that, so if you search for the one about installing Nix on Ubuntu, that would be a good guide. And I've also got another video actually about using Ollama and Roo Code, so that might also be interesting. It's certainly related. All right, so the motivation is that Roo Code is pretty cool. I really like what the guys are doing. They post a lot of videos which are really interesting as well. What's really motivating me though is that I've been using Cursor, and Cursor's got a bug. They've got a rendering bug that slams my GPU. I've been waiting weeks for them to fix it, and they just haven't. And it's frustrating, right? Because it's a really simple rendering bug. If I had the code, I could fix it myself, but I don't. And of course, with Roo Code, I can fix it myself. So I'm really thinking, time to get rid of Cursor, move to something better. Maybe I should just move to Roo Code, and then at least I can fix bugs when they happen. I actually tried using Roo Code again yesterday, and I realized that there's a bug with the Ollama integration, which must be new since the last time I did the video. And I thought, oh, well, I'll fix it. And of course, to fix it, I need Nix. So this is the first step towards fixing that bug. All right, so what is Nix? Nix is a tool for doing reproducible builds. They use it a lot for packaging many packages. I think it's the largest package repository in the world. And the really nice thing about it is you build it once and it will work forever. You never have to worry about it worked on my machine. It is a little bit confusing because Nix is a language, it's a package manager, and they've also got Nix OS, which is the operating system, and that's actually what I'm running now. There are other videos about Nix, and there's lots of documentation, so take a look. Installing Nix is really simple. Refer to my other videos. And what I'm going to do is just run through how to use the Nix flake and build it, and then I'll also do it on a Ubuntu machine, and these are roughly the commands I'm going to use. Okay, so here I am on my Nix OS system, and you can see I'm relatively up to date, and I've got I've forked Roo Code, and I've made some changes to it. So I've added the flake.nix, the lock file, made some improvements to the README so that it talks about the Nix. And then what I can do to demo this is I will just make a small change to the flake.nix so that it won't be cached. So what can I change? Here, I'll just take out this little full stop. All right, so now I'm going to use the flake, to build the system. So here we go. And you can see now it's going to pull down all of the things and compile it. It does take a moment because there's quite a few dependencies, right? This is a big pile of JavaScript, right? And Node.js. Come on, a bit slow, isn't it? I don't think the compiling is very efficient because it's not lighting up all my cores. So maybe there's an opportunity there for more parallelization. You can see it's doing some fix-ups to the code. There we go, it finished building. So what that did is it produced the VS Code extension. Oh, gosh, I keep doing that, sorry. There we go. So you can see it here. It's 34 meg. If someone else takes this NIX now and rebuilds it, that will be identical, this binary. So that's the main thing there. And really the way this can be used for people is you can just do, oh, I did it again. There we go. So this will do the build and it will then add it to VS Code, add the extension, right? So there we go. This time it was cached, right? Because I already just built it and nothing in the directory changed, so it could reuse the caching. So there it goes. It installed it happily. I suppose I can start. I can start VS Code to show you that. So let's have a look. Code dot, and if we look at here, it is settings about. So there it is. It's the latest version. So that's cool. Sorry, that's probably a bit small. All right, so that's the how to do it on Nix. Next, I'll do how to do it on Ubuntu. Okay, so for the Ubuntu demo, I've got a virtual machine running and I've installed Nix on it, just the basic install. I didn't even configure it for flakes. And what I've done is I've basically just using rsync to copy across the repo, right? So I will do rsync again just to make sure it's got the very latest version of everything. And then I can SSH into the little Ubuntu. It's got like, sorry. Right, so there I am. It's I forget when I installed this, but it's new enough. So we can see what it's running. So it's 2404. It's got a, the kernel's not very up to date. And then if we go into the Roo Code package, so I've got the same repo, right? I just cloned it across. Oh, and just for fun, let's see what happens. I think it'll build okay. So because I haven't really configured Nix on this Ubuntu machine, it needs some extra commands. So the full command is here. Right, and we can see this is a new machine with a different Nix store, and so it doesn't have it needs to rebuild it locally because it's got a different cache, basically. So we can see it building. And this will obviously be even slower because it's running on a little VM with like, I don't know, 4 cores or 6 cores or something, and a lot less RAM. Sorry about the dogs. Nearly there. Oh, finished. Perfect. Right, and so LAH results. Oop. And there it is, right? And you'll notice the size is the same. But if we check that, it should be identical. So yeah, look at that. Beautiful. All right, so that's how to do it on Ubuntu. And just one last thing to show you is that Nix has got this feature called develop shells. And so this will set up a development environment that'll be perfectly reproducible. So if we type Nix develop, it'll evaluate that and it drops me into a shell with all of the dependencies that we need. So it's got the PN, PM, and so for example we could do the build, right? So this is what people are probably normally doing, where they've installed the packages they need locally on their machine in a non-deterministic way, and this is how to do it in a deterministic way. So yeah, there you go. I don't know if you noticed the little the Roo code that's running some cat the flake.nix grep is it PNG? Yeah, so you can see here it's using this Roo Code icon to print this pretty little thing. Anyway, all right, hopefully that's enough.